right, Bayley, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's open up the floor to questions, and we will start off in the fourth row.
Denise Salcedo, Instinct Culture. Bayley, congratulations. Right over here.
There you go.
Congratulations. I want to start off by asking you about the entire moment, from making your entrance to going in, having the match, hearing the crowd be so behind you, and then winning and having this moment.
Wow, that's a lot. I didn't know what it was gonna be like. The crowd for one. I am newly friends with the crowd again, so I was concerned that some of them didn't forgive me for calling them idiots for so many years. Sometimes you guys were. I'm an idiot too. It's fine. It's fine. It happens. I wasn't sure how it was gonna be because Io is so incredibly talented, and it's hard to not cheer for her. She's so amazing, but she's a really bad friend. So I was very excited to hear that everyone still had my back after all these years. I truly think that my journey through the WWE these past 11 years we have cemented such a connection, myself and the fans and all of you guys. So coming out, I felt like, oh, finally. I think I did my job these last few years to show how much I care about this and how much I care that you guys care about this, So I felt very, very grateful. And right now I feel crazy. It feels like the weirdest dream. I feel like I just fantasy booked my whole life. Doing this, then watching The Rock and The Undertaker and John Cena, I was like, fantasy booked this whole thing.
Hi, Kristen Clark with agentandnerd.com. How are you?
I'm great.
Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
I was just curious, for this win, not only for you, but, how does it feel that this is a win for the fans as well? And especially, fans that are super happy, too, to see women, coming to the forefront in WWE as well.
It really does feel like that. I feel that they have come along this new era with us, like they wanted the change so much. I felt the change as soon as I came back from my injury. The first time at SummerSlam in that locker room, I felt that it was different. And that was just being in Hunter's presence. I felt everybody was excited for the future and had hope. And I think the fans have been feeling that too. And it's almost as if you guys you're doing this with us, coming along this ride. And even though there are disappointments and bumps, like not everything can be perfect, but that's part of the journey and part of the story. And I think you talk about like women's wrestling and everything. This girl right here, Jada Sparks, she's probably gonna freak out that I'm wearing this right now. This girl used to wait by where we park the cars and wait for everybody to pull out, and she would have Boston Hug custom shoes drawn, and when we were tag team champions, and she would wait out every single time, whatever city that was. And now she's wrestling on the indies, and she's making a name for herself. One time I saw her as an extra, I'm like, this is nuts, but that used to be me, so it's just so real. Surreal and so real.
Hi Bayley, Rick Uccino, CagesideSeats.com. First off, congratulations. Last night, hearing Rhea Ripley talk after she defeated Becky Lynch, there was a lot of passing of the torch talk, so to speak, with Rhea and Bianca, especially with Rhea's wins over Charlotte last year as well. Kind of like the four horsewomen needing to maybe step aside with all this talent that's here. Was tonight kind of a message like, nah, we ain't going nowhere?
I guess, I think Rhea she is once in a lifetime. I get so jealous of her. First, I have so much respect for her because she works her butt off. She does you guys see Judgment Day on every single show 10 times throughout the night, and that is not easy and sometimes not always fun. It's very hard, so I have all the respect for the work she does. Plus, she puts on incredible matches. She'll be she's so young, so athletic. She does one drop kick that I can't do a drop kick to someone's knees, It's everything she does makes me mad. But I feel if as the time comes for the four horsewomen to lift the division up and get better and better as we wanted to do from the beginning, I'm glad that it's going to someone like Rhea Ripley, and it's going to somebody like Bianca Belair, Liv Morgan. There's so many. You got Zoe Starks. There's so many women that are itching to get out there. Candice LeRae is like finally showing her face out there. You got all the girls in NXT, Roxanne Perez, Lyra. This is exactly what we wanted. So if she's ready to take it on, I'm very proud and I'm very glad to watch it happen. But let me have my damn moment, Rhea.
Third row.
Hi Billy, congratulations. Joe Beaumont here from Sport in the UK. Last year, Damage Control coming out of Wrestlemania, didn't feel like there was too much momentum with the group after the loss to Lita, Trish and Becky. But then over the last 12 months, that seemed to completely change with this storyline as well, with you splitting from the group and then becoming such a prominent part of this year's event. What would you say was the turning point in the last year for you all?
Personally, I think we just had a weird. It was that whole experience was very humbling to me. I imagined creating the group. It was going to be so different, and the fans were going to love it, and it was just we were going to be dominating everything. But there is so much more that goes into it behind the scenes, and we had to work on our chemistry, like real life chemistry, as friends, and share our goals with each other, like what we want out of this, so that we can help each other get there. And I think once we started ironing those things out and getting confident in ourselves and trusting each other, we started to feel better. Everybody started being themselves. You know, we weren't trying to be professional. We were like, be able to hang out with your friends and put on the best work we can. Then Io won the title, and I think that was just like, we're on top of the world, you know? There was a second part I was going to say, and I don't remember. But I think Io winning the title was definitely a shift change. Just hearing the reaction when like Dakota came in the ring there, I said, they do care about us. They do remember our moments. Yes, it's a long journey. I didn't think we'd be here right now. I know what I was going to say. I talk a lot sometimes. I think I got time. To me, although Damage Control still took a loss last night, them coming out and getting an entrance, like, you know, they had a little bit to their entrance. Dakota was on last year's, got hurt, still made it to this one. And then they came out tonight. So to me, Damage Control was on 2 nights of WrestleMania, and that's a win to me. Although they both lost.
One final question.
Congratulations. Emily May with Sportskeeda Wrestling.
No.
You mentioned, and throughout this whole week, there has been a mention of a new era, a Paul Levesque era. And we saw some returns tonight. We saw Brandy and we saw Stephanie McMahon. If you can speak to this new era as WWE Women's Champion and how these returns might affect that.
Well, I saw Stephanie in the back, and I thought that when I saw her at Hall of Fame, I didn't even get a chance to see her, but I was super excited to see her there. She's just such an awesome person to have around. She's so genuine and real. She takes care of you. She looks at you in your eyes when you're talking to her like she cares, you know? One time I saw the makeup people spill bobby pins on accident. She got on the floor and picked them all up. I was like, wow, she's incredible. But seeing her go out there and say the welcome to WrestleMania, to me, that was huge. That was like, women could be in this position right now and can welcome the world to the biggest show in the world, at the biggest WrestleMania ever. I feel insane that I'm a part of this at this time, at the hottest it's ever been. I do not take it for granted. I do not take it lightly. And I've known Stephanie for a long time. Seeing Brandy back there was really cool. I was sitting next to her as she was watching the main event, and she's just like tapping her leg and like doing stuff. I had to rub her back. I was like, you got this. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. It's a very comforting feeling in the back, and that makes this so much better.
Bayley, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations. Enjoy your championship celebration tonight.